island. Down there is the River R. As you can see, it's a very lovely city, and I live there with my family, the Robinsons. My name is Rebecca. It is in this city that our story begins.
Bye, Becca.
So long. See you, bye.
Hey, Becca, wait for me. I had to drop a book off at the library.
Let's take the special way home.
Sure, why not? My brother is such a show-off. He's always standing on his head.
Hey, that's simple. I've been doing that forever.
Yeah, but can you walk on your hands?
No problem.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
See you tomorrow.
Bye. This is my favorite spot in the whole wide world. If a boy can do it. I've done it! Oh, help! Help! That was hard. Maybe if I practice hard, I'll become a champion and be queen of the gymnasts. So far, it's been a pretty typical day in the life of Rebecca Robinson, future champion. It's so much fun living here in Bern. So many places to explore. Here's my neighborhood that I grew up in. And this here is the house that I've lived in for all my life. Would you like to meet my family? This is my father, Dr. Robinson. I think he's the handsomest doctor in the whole wide world.
There seems to be nothing wrong with you.
But, Doctor, I've been experiencing these awful pains in my chest, and my heart beats so fast that sometimes I feel as though I'll faint. Really.
It seems to me that these problems might stem from acute obesity.
I'll have you know, I had a fine figure in my youth, and my husband has never complained.
I've no doubt. But your problem now is rich food and lack of exercise. Your heart just isn't able to handle the extra weight.
Then give me some medicine to help me lose the weight, Doctor.
That is not a sensible approach, madam. I want you to start eating right and get more exercise.
Dad works at home 5 times a week. On Saturdays, he works in a clinic downtown. Patients who come to this clinic are very poor, so Dad volunteers his time without pay. That way, many people get medical attention. I think that's awfully nice of him, don't you?
Tom, you're finally on the mend. You can go back to work.
Thank you so much, Doctor. You've saved my family from starving.
Mm-hmm.
This is my mother, Anna Robinson. She surely is the prettiest woman in the whole wide world. We're always teasing her because she's so easily frightened.
Help me!
It's really funny because even though she grew up on a farm, she's still afraid of a little mouse. And that's our housekeeper, Marie. We're very good friends. This is my little brother, Jack. Sometimes he's a pest, but I love him. Watch this. He's not afraid of anything, and it sure gets him in a lot of trouble. And that's exactly what I mean. And last of all is my oldest brother, Fritz. He's 15 and goes to high school. He's really smart, but kind of shy. He loves music and always complains about not having enough privacy. Uh-oh, I think I'd better get out of here before my dad catches him using his razor. We're one big happy family, and we led a happy, peaceful life until one day a letter arrived that would change our lives forever. That's really pretty music.
Hey, Rebecca, you shouldn't be climbing that tree so high. You'll fall down and hurt yourself.
I can climb even higher. I love it here.
Well, you wouldn't catch me climbing up that high. I know better than to do that.
That's because you're such a chicken wimp.
Why, you little...
Rebecca Robinson, you come down this instant.
I'm all right, Mom. Don't worry.
My word, that girl is certainly a handful. I don't know where she learns these things, gracious.
It's a beautiful view from way up here in my tree. I can see everywhere, all over the city. Oh boy, the mailman's here. He's coming here.
Maybe it's something for me.
Mr. Mailman, did we get a letter?
This is for you.
Thank you.
Becca, is it for me? Let me see it first. That little brat.
What a nice stamp. It's from Australia.
What have you got there? Oh, for heaven's sakes, you've ripped your dress again. Oh, dear.
Oh.
That's what you get for climbing trees, young lady. I ought to let you go to school looking like that in torn clothing. That might teach you a lesson.
I'm sorry, and I promise to be more careful next time. Oh, this letter just came.
Oh, Becca, I asked you nicely to give me the letter first.
Don't get so mad at me, my dear brother. It's from Australia, and it's for Daddy.
Were you expecting a letter from your girlfriend, dear?
Huh? No, not her, but I was expecting...
I think you're right, Mom. Look, he
Don't
blushed.
be a pest.
Who were you expecting a letter from?
If you must know, I entered a competition for music composing. I was hoping it was a letter from the judges, but since I haven't heard anything, I probably didn't win anyway.
Don't give up hope, dear.
You have a diseased liver.
Huh? My liver? My word! Does that mean I can't drink anymore?
That's what it means if you want to stay alive.
Oh, but my dear doctor, it is one of the greatest pleasures of my life. Please.
You must give it up, or you won't be around long enough to miss it.
But doctor, my life would be so empty. Really?
Listen to me. You must give up drinking completely. Understand?
Oh, but my life won't be worth living. Oh, what'll I do? How can I go on without the bouquet of Beaujolais, the sensuality of sherry, the corpulence of cognac?
Come in.
Ernest, dear, a letter came for you.
Who's it from?
Mr. Elliot, that nice man from Australia. It just arrived.
Ah?
What do you think?
I'm worried. Something's wrong.
What do you mean?
Mom went into Dad's office with a letter from Mr. Elliot a while ago, and they still haven't come out. She handed Jack to me and told me to keep him quiet.
You sure you're not just being dramatic again?
No, Mr. Elliot, the one who smells funny. He wrote the letter. It's bad news.
But Becca, how can you be so sure?
It's simple. If it was good news, then they would have told us by now. The fact that they've been talking for so long says it all. I'm telling you, it's serious.
Maybe Becca's right for once.
I sure am.
It's all right. You can come in.
I thought the two of you would enjoy some tea right now.
That would be nice.
Thank you, dear.
Anything, Father, to make you happy.
Well, she's never done that before. Well, Anna, what do you think?
Ernest, I'm your wife and partner. I love you and I want to be happy. I will do whatever you think is best, but we must consider the children and their future. I'm not certain this is the best thing for them. We must think about this very carefully. There are so many factors involved, and this will probably be the most important decision we'll ever have to face.
You're right. The children must be considered.
Oh, fiddlesticks! I can't make out what they're saying anymore. Becca! Shh! Now go to your room.
Has the little one fallen asleep?
Out like a light.
Well, I don't quite know where to begin.
Whatever you have to say, we're ready for it because we know it's bad news.
Rebecca, it's nothing that bad.
That's a relief. Becca was getting us all worried. She'd convinced herself that our family was in some kind of trouble. I'm ready for the good news. Go ahead.
Well, it isn't necessarily good news either, son.
Huh?
But if it's not bad news or even good news, then what is it, Father? You've got me all confused.
You hush now, Rebecca, and give your father a chance to finish.
Mm-hmm. You two already know that I have a very good English friend living down in Australia named Mr. Elliot. He's written to tell me of a serious shortage of doctors in Australia and to see if I can come help.
Australia is very far away.
Well, why can't you tell him that it would simply be impossible?
I'm giving it some thought.
But, Father, you have a good job here, and you have so many patients in Bern that need you. Besides, our family has always lived here. Your father and grandfather and great-grandfather were all doctors here. You can't be seriously considering this offer.
You're right, son, and yet I am. You see, I believe a doctor's responsibility is to help those who need it most. That's the reason I became a doctor. There are many doctors beside myself in Bern. I won't be missed. I would rather be treating people who are sick from working too hard than those who are ill from too much good living. And I'll be honest with you, children. For a long time now, I've been feeling that something is missing in my life, that I could be contributing more as a doctor. This could turn out to be a blessing for us, really.
But you treat so many needy people when you work at the clinic on Saturdays, Father. That's very important work that you do.
Yes, it is, Fritz. But that is only one day a week. In Australia, I would be able to treat needy people every day.
You see, my son, your father wants to be able to go to Australia.
Yes, I do, but only if all three of you agree we should go. If just one of you says no, we will stay here in Bern. I don't want this family divided.
Count me in. They have kangaroos in Australia. I read about them in school. And I'll be able to play with them.
Yes, Rebecca, but there are many other things for us to consider. We might not be back here for a very long time, dear. In fact, we might decide to live in Australia forever. We may never return.
I don't care, Mother. I will stay there forever with you and Father.
Becca, even if it means you never see your friends again?
I wouldn't mind at all. I can make lots and lots of new friends in Australia.
Are you voting no, Fritz?
No.
So does that mean yes?
No.
What do you want to do?
I can't make up my mind.
What do you think, Mother? You think we should go, don't you?
I will abide by the wishes of everyone.
Then that makes me the deciding vote.
Not exactly, my son, and I think that Becca should take some more time to think about this, too. This decision will have an important effect on your future. I want you both to spend the next week thinking this over very carefully. And you might even change your mind, Rebecca. There's more to think about than playing with kangaroos.
But not for me, there isn't.
Don't be silly, my dear child. There are so many things to think about. Your education, for one, you know, and the streets aren't exactly littered with kangaroos.
No?
Oh, if only we were moving to Austria instead of Australia. I could go to Vienna and study music, and then I'd be able to meet all the famous composers. Australia's nothing more than a big uncivilized colony. My music means everything in the world to me. Oh, what to do?
Fritz, are you awake?
Yes, you can come in.
I thought I heard you playing the guitar. Having trouble sleeping?
Just lying here thinking.
Fritz, I know how much you love your father and want to please him, but you mustn't let that interfere with your decision about moving to Australia. I want you to honestly search within your heart and then give us your answer.
Well, Mother, more than anything else in the world, what I want to be is a musician. And in Australia, I'm afraid I won't be able to study.
You mean professionally?
Yes, it's my dream to be an orchestra conductor or maybe even a great composer.
But I thought that you would follow in your father's footsteps and become a doctor like his father before him.
But I'm not cut out to be a doctor. I can't stand the sight of blood, let alone the thought of performing surgery. I have to be a musician, Mother.
Well, we certainly don't want to force you into anything. Perhaps Jack will be the next doctor in the family. Of course, that will have to be for him to decide, too, when he grows up.
You know, Becca would make a very good doctor. She's strong. That girl's not afraid of anything.
Yes, she very well might.
I've been thinking that Vienna would be the very best place for studying music. I could even study it here in Bern. But in Australia...
I know. I don't imagine they would have many music schools there, Fritz.
That's what I mean. Oh, it's so hard for me to decide.
Don't think about it anymore tonight. We'll figure out something, dear.
I hope so, Mother.
Get some sleep.
Good night, Mother. What to do?
Rebecca, what on earth are you doing up this time of night? Why, it looks as though a cyclone has ravished your bedroom.
I'm too excited to sleep. I have to pack for the trip.
Becca, we haven't made up our minds yet.
Well, I have. Can't go away without my doll.
Rebecca, stop it. That's enough.
Oh, no, Mom.
Now we all have to agree on this.
Can I bring all of my dolls? Like her?
Mm-hmm. We'll discuss this in the morning now. Into bed with you. Oh, sweet dreams, my little angel. There. Now go to sleep and have pleasant dreams, and I don't want to hear you getting up after I close the door.
Okay. I bet you we're gonna go. I know it.
Well, Becca's excited about going, but Fritz is having a hard time making up his mind. He wants to study music professionally.
If that is truly what he wants to do, then Australia is not the place for him. I will have to figure something out. I know that God works in mysterious ways and that he wants the very best for each of us.
Yes, dear, I also have faith in that.
Wow, like I read about. Kangaroos. What's your name? Are you lost? Oh, I wonder if he thinks I'm his mother. Would you like to climb a tree with me? I didn't know it was such hard work to be a mother. Oh, I'm going to fall! Oh, I can't hold on anymore. After that day, our life was never to be the same again.